Hi everyone, it's Heli Craze here. I just want to talk to you guys about something that I've discovered. Now it's actually something that I've discussed with a number of people and my own findings. Now the Vbar purists would probably argue that this is incorrect, but personally I don't believe so. Basically, with today's helis, and if you fly really aggressive speed flight or like very fast manoeuvres, basically what I found is a lot of the time I would either have the tail blow out, or actually the cyclic would blow out, or retreating blade stall. So what actually happens is you're flying along and all of a sudden the heli will actually pitch right up very violently. Now you can actually see an example of this in another video when I was testing the cyclone blades. Now of course you could fly sensible and just back off the pitch a little bit, but I choose not to do that. I just tend to jam the biggest motor and the best LiPo I can find, and yeah, so basically what I've actually discovered with the Vbar is actually limiting the amount of cyclic and the amount of tail throw, because what many people don't realise is you actually get blade stall. I think it's around about 28 degrees pitch. Now I'll just show you here. So for example, with the cyclic, now I'm not talking about the amount of cyclic throw when you're teaching 8 degrees under this setup screen. I'm actually talking about limiting the cyclic ring. So we'll go into this screen here. Now as you can see, I'm just going to measure my pitch here. So I'm just going to zero my meter. Right, so the amount of collected that I've got here, we've almost got 13 degrees, right? Now 13 degrees plus my cyclic, you can see here it's only about 24 degrees. So I've actually limited that. It's at 80 here. Now normally when I do it, I'll set collective to about 0, and then as what I'll do with the elevator is I'll see how much deflection I get. So I've got 14 degrees there, right? So basically with my 13 degrees collective and my 14 degrees cyclic, that equals about 27 degrees total deflection, which is available. Now if I had my cyclic ring as per how Vbar recommends, it wouldn't actually be 80, it would probably be up around 100, 105. But the problem with that is Vbar doesn't actually know when the blade's going to stall. So if I just tell it, maximum cyclic pitch, you can have a case where I could put 15 degrees collective on this heli, and I could probably have another 15, 16 degrees of cyclic. So it's well past the stall condition, because you're flying along, and basically if it starts to balloon, as what it does is it adds even more pitch and it creates the problem even worse. So actually backing it off means that in speed flight I can still steer it quite well without this retreating blade stall, and I can do really fast full pitch power loops without any pitch up. Now again with the tail, is what you do is it's good to have the RC logger pitch gauge version 2, because you can actually pop this on your tail with this is what it looks like. This is the bit that goes on your tail, and here you can actually measure the amount of pitch for your throw on the tail. So again, I'll probably only go about 26, 27 degrees. So I'm actually going to limit the amount of throw, because again, you can be doing a move, say, like a really fast hurricane or whatever, and if the tail starts to blow, what does it do? It actually gives it even more pitch. So, if you got, I've had some helis up to 35 degrees mechanical throw, so, I mean, it's just pointless, because you can't produce any thrust, and it in fact makes the problem worse. So if you actually limit it to just before blade stall, the problem seems to go away. Look, this is just my opinion, and it's something that I discussed with a number of people. And like I said, many people argue against it, but I can go back to back, change the settings as per the recommendations, and I'll have, if I push it really, really hard, I'll have retreating blade stall and tail blowouts in certain moves. But generally, the general population isn't going to have this issue at all. It's only the people that tend to fly like maniacs and like do a lot of speed flying or a lot of very, very fast moves with a lot of collective. So, I mean, if you're very good on the sticks and that, you'll never come across this issue with the standard settings, but people such as myself, I've come across these few issues, and that's basically how I've solved it. So yeah, any questions, just let me know.